everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, welcome. My name is Becky and I make videos all about my van life, minimalism, holistic health and slow living. Last week's video is over here if you want to go and check that out. Today I want to share with you the top books that have changed my life, and I hope that they will do the same for you. So grab yourself a drink, get comfy and let's get started. So the first book I want to talk to you today about is Light is the New Black by Rebecca Campbell. Now this was the first book of Rebecca Campbell's that I saw on a bookshelf one day, and it immediately jumped out to me. It's clean lines, it's clear text, and the light colour. I knew that it was the book for me. Follow what lights you up and you'll light up the world. Light is the New Black is a guidebook for a new breed of women who are here to bring lights in the world. Modern day light workers who agreed to be here at this time in history. In order to thrive in this new age, everything we do must be an authentic expression of who we truly are. Light is the New Black will guide you back home to the callings of your soul so you can light up the world with your presence. Rebecca Campbell had her first awakening when she was a teenager, but without anyone to guide her, she ignored her soul's callings and dimmed her light in order to fit in. Then, just before her 30th birthday, the life she had so consciously created began to crumble around her. It was as if the universe turned off all the lights, so she had no choice but to rediscover her own. In this book, Rebecca shares her own journey alongside practical tools to help you reconnect with the core of your being and channeled messages from the universe. Once you rediscover what you already know at soul level, you can offer the world something that only you can give. Since then, Rebecca has written 2 more books following on from that first one, and they are Rise Sister Rise and Letters to a Starseed. Now these are the 3 books altogether. You can see also that I have loved and tabbed these books quite a bit. So they are definitely cherished by myself, and I do come back to them time and time again. So I actually have them in a bookcase right by my bed that I can recall on them anytime I need them. So they're not just a once read, they are definitely reference books that I feel called to at certain times. Now the next book is along the same lines, and this is called Awakened Empath by Luna and Sol. Now this is a self-published book, and I actually got it on Amazon because you can't get it anywhere else, so I will link it down below. I didn't realise I was an empath until I came across this. Again, my soul just spoke to me and told me I had to get it. I know to listen to that intuition. When a book jumps out at me, I know I have to get it and that it's meant for me, and this was no exception. Again, it's quite a feminine cover, so maybe it resonates more with females, but the knowledge inside is honestly the best I've ever come across. And I knew from reading this that it reflected so much of my personal struggles and the situations that have happened to me throughout my life and caused me to be the person that I am. I always thought it was my fault and my actions that had caused certain effects with people and relationships, but actually it was because I already was an empath. I was born into this world an empath, and yet no one had ever told me that this was who I was and that this is the way I see the world. So if you're like me and you feel that you're constantly being told by people around you that you're too sensitive, you have too much emotion and you react too much, you get too affected by things, you take it too personally, chances are you're an empath. Now, many of you might even watch this video and think that I still am a weirdo, and that's okay. I'm just speaking my authentic truth, and I hope that those of you out there that feel the same way as me know that you are not alone, and that if you want to understand more, grab this book, I urge you. Now this one is completely different. This is in the health section of this video, and this is all about healing your body, and I personally am going through this book at the moment because of my autoimmune disease. If you don't know what that is, then I will link up the video that I made before all about my condition up here. It's really interesting. Not only if you have an autoimmune disease, but if you're in bad health or you feel not yourself, then I really recommend you pick up this book. Dr. Berg is one of the leading medical holistic doctors in the field right now. He has a YouTube channel and his videos make for really easy watching and they're easy to understand. I don't know about you, but I've found that a lot of times when I've done dieting or healthy eating habits, they just don't stick for very long. And I want to understand the background and reasons why my body is doing certain things. Now, Dr. Berg cuts through the crap. He really does. He builds upon the building blocks of what the body needs, and he gives you systematic guides and keys to how to reverse the effects of what your body is doing. So you have to look at yourself quite thoroughly. You have to be truthful with yourself and work out what your body is currently doing in order to do the procedures that he recommends in this book. So there are 5 different types of disease that he relates to in this book. One is liver disease, one is ovary disease, one is thyroid disease, adrenal disease, and hormone imbalance. Now, everyone, no matter who you are, fits into one of those categories, and you will know that by going through this book and really connecting with what he's saying. I already know that I have a partial 2-part disease, and that is my autoimmune disease, which is my thyroid condition, and in part that also connects to adrenal fatigue. The two go hand in hand. So for me personally, I've done the procedure in this, and then once you've done the initial 12 weeks of working out and cleansing your body through his healthy eating plan, through supplements and through vitamins and things that he recommends for your lifestyle, you then break off and go to the individual category that's suitable for you, and you continue on the plan. Now, if you're used to eliminating foods and being more healthy minded and eating fresh, then this won't be a problem. But if you're completely new to this, then I urge you, just take it steady, just do one bit at a time, read through the book. I mean, like me, I've just tabbed it like crazy so that I've got the reference guides. So if I need to go back to it, I can time and time again. I've also actually written out an individual food sheet so that I have it up in the kitchen as a daily reference. So if you're interested in that, I will link it down below so that you can go ahead and print it off for yourselves, because it just makes it a visual guide that you can have up in your kitchen so that you can quickly reference it to know what allowances of food you can have, what categories of food you can have, and avoid the rest. So I urge you, if you have a long existing disease or a health condition that you've never been able to get out of, give this a go. Now, I know everyone has a different idea of health and healthy living, so please just see what works for you. I'm not a health doctor, but Dr. Berg is. So if you have any questions, go and check out his YouTube channel and his website, which I'll link down below. This has worked for me. Hope that it will work for you too. Okay, moving on to the next book. Now, this is a lifestyle book, and it is The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Now, this was a random book that I picked up, and I just was interested by the title, simple layout of the book, and it was nice and short. So I thought, well, I can read this in an afternoon. If it doesn't work with me, no biggie. However, it did change my life, and it really structured the way I thought about my days in an instant. Now, Hal's method of being more productive and achieving those goals that you want to do is in just a few simple steps. He does divulge into it more, and he talks about his life and how he hit rock bottom, how he was really successful, and then he went through this huge depression and huge life issues that happened to him, and he didn't know where to turn and what to do next in order to get his life back. In this, he just talks about the main issues that stopped him from succeeding, and the way in which you can shift your day and shift your time management so that you can be more productive and still achieve everything that you want to do, but be chilled and calm about it. You set up your hour into segments so that by 60 minutes and that time is over, you have accomplished all of those items that you want to do. Now, you might want to do every item for 10 minutes, you might want to do less items for 15 minutes, or segment it even differently and do half an hour of one thing and less of the others. The choice is up to you. I know I wanted to accomplish quite a lot in that hour of lots of different things, so I did adjust it according to my needs. You can do the same. Always put your exercise at the end of that 60 minutes. So whether it be the last half an hour, the last 15 minutes, the last 10 minutes, so that you finish on a high. Then you're ready to go and have a shower, get dressed and start your main day. Alternatively, you can do this as a wind down for your day. So I would start with the exercise and work in a reverse manner. See what works for you, and I really hope that this book will be the start of a new life system for you, because it sure as heck changed mine. And I still to this day do it. Okay, the next one is just a short, quick book that I'm going to talk about, and that is Mood Crystals. If you're like me and you're still learning and getting to grips with crystals, then I highly recommend this book because it actually centers on crystals in a very different manner. It talks about crystals in an emotional way rather than just a generic crystal book. So you look up the emotion that you're feeling or that you are wanting to sort out, and you find the crystal that works and resonates with that emotion first. And I really liked that approach because sometimes you pick up a crystal book and it's just information, and it's overload. You just want a quick dip in and out, feel the things that you're feeling and find the appropriate crystal to work with. This is the book for you. So let me just read out the synopsis. As human beings, we experience a myriad of different emotions that can have a profound effect on us. The awareness of our emotions is an important skill to cultivate, as it is intimately connected to personal well-being and the vitality of our relationships. Through their specific energetic signatures, crystals can help us to maintain, enhance, and alter our moods. Organized by emotional states, mood crystals will help you to develop your emotional intelligence as you achieve greater awareness of your current mood and learn to practice consciously with crystals. This unique book will help you assess what you're feeling and decide which crystals and minerals will be most beneficial to you. As you grow and change, so will the energy and connection you have with others. And this is by Cristel Alvarez and Narissa Alberts. So if you like crystal books, but you haven't tried this new way of connecting with your crystals, then I highly recommend this one. For instance, this is the section on courageous crystals, and it's just very easily identifiable and it's a clear picture. Now the next book is called The Cleansing Power of Yoga, and that is by Swami Sanananda. Swami has written 3 books, all in similar style to this one. So if you're getting into the world of yoga and breathing, then this is the book for you. It's broken up into categories, all to do with the different zones of the body, so you can dip in and out and focus on that particular area. The section that I liked most was the section at the end called Simplify Your Life, which was chapter 6, to declutter and make space for happiness. And this is physical and spiritual decluttering. Not decluttering in terms of the house, but decluttering in terms of your body and physical body. The pictures were clear, and there are lots of key sections that you can look at to find what works, and it's just a really informative little book. Now, along with the yoga poses, there are also hand gestures, which are called mudras. This is written all around the Ayurvedic healing practices. Now, if you don't know about Ayurvedic healing, then please go ahead and Google search it, because there's so much information on it. I myself am an Ayurvedic practitioner, and so I've been in the world of Ayurvedic for about 8-9 years now, so I automatically know all about Ayurvedic practices. But if it's new to you, then please do some research and find out more. And also, by looking at this book and divulging into it, you will get insight bit by bit as you go. Now, this is the final book that I wanted to talk about, and the reason being is that it's actually a lifestyle change, complete lifestyle change. As I said previously, I studied Ayurvedic medicine, and I am actually an Ayurvedic practitioner, and it takes a lot of time to learn it. Now, everyone can start small like I did, and I'm still learning. Everyone still learns. There is never a day goes by when you aren't learning something. But I highly recommend, if you want to get into learning about Ayurvedic medicine and practices, then check out Sebastian Pohl's book called Pukka Life. He also has a second one out, which I don't have here, but I can link it down below. Now, this book breaks down Ayurvedic practices into simple and understanding chapters. He starts off from trying to explain to you what the 3 doshas are, what your ailments may be, and the ways in which you can heal your body through the doshas. Now, Indian Ayurvedic practice is very complex, and many practitioners take years and years to perfect and understand it. So don't worry if it feels a bit overwhelming to you. Just take it bit by bit and put the book down. You know, you don't have to divulge it all at once, but I really recommend that if you're interested in Indian medicine and holistic ways of healing your body, Ayurvedic medicine is the oldest in the world, so it really is a beautiful and fascinating subject to learn about. Now, this book is great because he breaks it down into various different sections. So for instance, once you know what your dosha is, he sets out specific diets that you can follow in order to help balance that dosha. Leading on, it also talks about the herbs and supplements that you may need to take and where to get them. And also the lifestyle and routines that you might want for your life in order to be more in that state of your dosha. There's also yoga routines and additional information all compacted into this one book. So if you want to get one book on Ayurvedic medicine, get your hands on this one because I find it the most user-friendly. I've had many over the years and I find that I come back to this one time and time again. So there you have it, everyone. I hope that these books have brought you some insight and inspired you to seek out the answers that you are looking for. You may not want all of these books, you may just want a few, but this is my top list of the things that I think that will change your life as it did mine. Like always, please let me know down below how you found this video, and if there's other books similar to this that you are interested in or that you have read and would like me to know about, please let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. These books have helped change my life and I hope that they will do the same to you. As always, not all of it will resonate with you, but I hope that you will take what does and leave the rest. If you haven't seen last week's video or you'd like to see more videos that I have created, then please go ahead and watch this video here. And until next time guys, breathe in life every day. See you soon!